In the Supreme Court, the Attorney General K.K. Venugopal said that the events that took place in Lakhimpur Kheri yesterday, 8 people died and protests cannot happen like this. The Supreme Court then said that when such events happen, nobody takes responsibility, loss of life and property, nobody takes responsibility over there. In response, the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta then said when matter is already before the court, people cannot take it to the streets. Supreme Court then said, why protest? Farm laws have already been stayed by the Supreme Court. So Kirti has been tracking minute by minute details on how exactly the story is unfolding in the country's top court as well. So Kirti, take us through the details, please.
Well, yes, there was a plea with regard to Rajasthan-based farmers groups that had approached the Supreme Court. They sought permission to hold a satyagraha with 200 farmers at the Jantar Mantar. The Supreme Court had already lashed at them last time, saying that this just cannot be done, that you want your voices to be heard in the Supreme Court, but you also want to keep protesting on the highways. So this was the same matter that came up in court today, during which the Supreme Court, especially Justice A.M. Khanvilkar, he hit back at these petitioners by saying that already you filed a certain plea in the Rajasthan High Court, which is against the farm laws. Even in this Supreme Court here, we've already stayed the farm laws. The government says it is not going to implement those because of the Supreme Court stay. Then why do you keep protesting? How can you be out on the streets protesting when the matter has already been stayed? So you cannot have things both ways. This is just not done. And that's when the Attorney General, Mr. K.K. Venugopal, brought up the Lakhimpur Kheri incident as well. He called it unfortunate. He said that protests cannot happen in this manner. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta also reiterated the same lines. Justice Khanvilkar added to that by saying that yes, when such incidents happen, there's nobody to take responsibility for the loss of life, for the loss of property, nobody to take responsibility. And that's when the Supreme Court ultimately passed these orders, that when the next hearing takes place, they will examine whether there is an absolute right to protest. Can you keep going on protesting about something even when the matter is already sub judice? So this raises a very significant question, considering for more than a year, farmers, thousands and lakhs of farmers have been protesting across the borders of Delhi, borders connected to UP as well as Haryana. And we have seen the kind of violence that unfolded in Lakhimpur Kheri yesterday. So it has already been a very controversial issue, and talks with the government have failed already. And now the top court of the country is set to examine whether protests can even happen in this manner when the courts are already hearing the matter.